And just put into perspective how your dad treated you. I mean, I was reading how he thought this was all very good for you, and his response to how he raised you was, well, my son turned out successful, but oh my gosh, like Sue, when I read what he did, it's just heart-wrenching to me.
Right. I mean, you know, the success that I have right now in my life, I consider superficial success. You know, I have a couple letters behind my name. You know, I'm a successful executive for a think tank, a published writer and whatnot, you know, but I'm very broken up inside due to the disciplines and the tiger technique that my father has bestowed upon me, and I'm still trying to get over it today as we speak.
And I'm reading, he called you stupid, retarded, slow, worthless, a waste of space. He beat you 3 to 4 times a week on average as a child. It continued until you were a sophomore in college. Why did he think this was a proper way to treat you? Why did he think that this was going to make you successful?
I think he didn't know any better. I mean, you know, he was giving those types of abuse himself when he was a kid by his parents, you know. And his father was the same to my father in terms of, you know, his techniques in raising the, you know, quote-unquote successful a child. And in turn, he passed those abusive behaviors down to me, thinking that that was the right thing to do. And, you know, my struggle today is try to end that cycle because it's not good. I am a testimonial to a person that, you know, did not benefit from the parenting style that my father bestowed upon me as a kid. And, you know, it's funny because on my way over here this morning, you know, I heard my father's voice in my mind, you know, asking me, you know, why are you on CNN? What important things do you have to say about everything? You know, I still have voices of my father's negative voices in my mind today. And, you know, the emotional brainwashing that he has done to me while I was growing up, you know, it's still with me every day.
Well, it's a shame. And, you know, the author that kind of kicked off this firestorm was Amy Chua, and she actually spoke to CNN. We wanted to know more about this whole tiger parenting, tiger mom, tiger dad. Let's play a part of that interview, and then I want to get your response.
Okay.
The message that I receive from my parents and that I try to send to my kids is, look, I believe in you. I believe in you so much that more than you believe in yourself. And I believe that with hard work, you can be excellent. It's about really helping them be the best they can be within their limits. And I think that if they, you know, really can't do it, they've tried, then you have to listen and say, of course, you know, I think it's unconditional love. I believe my parents gave me unconditional love, even though they had very high expectations for me.
Now, we should point out that Amy never talked about beating her children, but she's extremely strict. So do you believe that being extremely strict is unconditional love? Is that how you are raising your children? And do you agree with this Asian philosophy of how your dad raised you?
Overall, no. You know, I have to say that my father had good intentions by the way he raised me, but his approaches were wrong. You know, there's other ways of raising your child in a nurturing, affectionate, and loving way, and still get the message across. You know, with Amy, you know, I feel so much for her daughters. You know. Actually, was it Sophie who just recently wrote an op-ed describing her feelings about her mother's parenting style? I mean, really? Is that what you really feel, Sophie? That's my opinion is that, you know, Sophie is brainwashed to feel those things. I mean, if you take her mother out of the equation and really ask